bitrate again has changed? Hi. It did change. Whoa, you guys can see your profile pictures now. That's crazy. Too much. We've got the weirdest profile picture. That's my old profile pic. No, then change it. That's your profile picture. Why is that animated? Huh? Why isn't the YouTube chat showing up there? Hi Banana, hi David, hi Jim, hi Jacko, hi Cuddle. Let's see why it's not. Okay, for some reason. What? Hello, Mackie, Evil, Joshua, Erica. I'm talking to you, Eric. There, now problem solved. It's both on the screen. There's no way to test this without going live. I have no idea how to fix that. It's connected. Lower the camera just a little bit. Tell me why. Whoa, chat's on the other side. I don't know how to fix this chat. It's supposed to have all of them in one. I know the music is loud. Because it's starting soon. But I'll change it. I don't know how to change it. Can't fix these chatters. Yes. Twitch chat can be thirsty. True. Then I need lunch suggestions. Your mom. Music louder then. Never mind. Your mom. I'm gonna try making one quick change. If this doesn't work, then I gotta figure it out. Account connected. Oh my god, yes, it's connected. Yes. Auto monitor live broadcast. What if I turn that off? No, I'll fix that later. I don't know what the one tarnation, but it looks cool. We're getting there. YouTube chat wilding. Someone else said that about Twitch chat. But I think I know who the real weirdo is. You guys know who's the most weirdo out of you two. Not me. Coyote. I like the right chat shows your Twitch profile pic. Yeah, but it's supposed to do that for the YouTube chat as well. But I don't know how to fix that. Wait a second, wait a second. Hold on. Here. Oh, wait for it, wait for it. Here it comes. It's coming. It's going to be completed. Show. It's not gonna show. I don't know. I gotta look it up. Load settings. Wicked. First time chatter, we can even see that. That's crazy. Hi! This furry mode. Let me turn that on. What does furry mode do? I'm gonna turn it off. What does furry mode do? Today's not Friday. You know what? Today starts with the letter T. You know what today is? Tuesday. They're both the same. Hello, everybody. Oh my God. What is going on? Yes.
I've been subbed for the 14 months.
A porcelain girl, you're amazing. Thank you for the 14 months. This is a test. Please ignore. I mean, I can see it. What do you mean, please ignore? Telling me to please ignore. I'm doing the exact opposite. Nana's back. How are you, the new digs? What are new digs? How's the homosexual marriage? Mwah. Hi, IQ-chan. IQ-chan. Ignore. You can't just type ignore and expect me to ignore it. I saw a video on Pornhub. You were right. I know what you're saying. How's your day going? I got my lashes done. Do you see my lashes? See how long they are? Wow, they're glued now. New time zone definitions are available. Guys, we have a new time zones. I can restart my watch to get this time zone update. Oh my God, yes. Yes, new time zone. Where? Why is my phone telling me that? How do you... A new country? New planet? Okay. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. Do you see that? 1 o'clock. Oh, you can see my Mexican arms. 1 o'clock. You got the new DLC? I did not get the new DLC. Maybe I should. Nah. Never update. Don't update. Everything breaks when you update. Hell no. What did I want to look at? There's a couple of things that I wanted to see, but we can start off with some Instagram, and then we're going to go off to some spicy topics. Spicy. New time zone drop. Pride Month comes with many surprises. Oh my God, speaking of surprises, it's Gran Titania. I can't click on it or zoom in. TwitchCon! It's Armin. You'll see Armin in everybody's stream. That's Armin. Gran Titania. I don't know who that is. But they're everywhere. Damn. Very nice. Who? Someone who does OnlyFans. Wait, I think I know who they are. Gunnar. What is that? Interesting. I remember Armin. How are the new digs? AKA home? We're digging it up, dude. We're digging it up. Would I be a digger? I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the word dig. Let's not go there. Spicy isn't allowed on YouTube. We're talking about spicy. I can dig it. What is your P.O. box? I don't have a P.O. box. I moved. I live in a different place. There's no P.O. box. I'll only open up a P.O. box. Okay, guys. Type yes if this is a good idea. I opened up a P.O. box, but it's exclusively for alcohol only. Only alcohol. Oh, yeah. I'm a dwarf. Diggy, diggy hole. Yes, yes. Never mind. And money. Alcohol and money. Yes, yes. What time zone is it? This is the... I can't even say what time zone I'm in. You guys don't even know what country I'm in, what states, what my coordinates are. You got nothing on me. How do you know that's even real light coming in through the window? All of this could be fake. All of this could be fake. I could be wearing a diaper right now. You guys could be wearing a diaper. Nobody would know.
Hi, Angel.
Diaper right now. I love you, Diaper right now. Nevada, Italy. I ain't gonna say, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I have some exciting stuff I want to do. I want to go ahead and just start off with some lighthearted content from Instagram, and then we go to the spicy stuff. I want to start talking about what's on the news, because there's so much crazy stuff. When I say the news, I mean like the stuff that I'm interested in, stuff that I care about, and I don't really have that much. So I'll just quickly go through that after looking at Instagram stuff. Okay. Yes, Nano. I can't hear you. Go on. Yes, Nano. Okay. I bet somebody's wearing a diaper right now. Could be you, Coffee. First time I've ever managed to catch your live. Thank you. Thank you. Drama. What's your age? I'm a 39. I'm a 39-year-old Asian woman. What are you interested in? The BBC, the British Broadcast News. Because we're talking about news. BBC, obviously. In terms of like news. That's like one option. The news, everybody. The news. Let's get right. What the heck is this? Can I make this better? I saw this video this morning and I had to share it. At first I felt really bad for her. She is the worst driver in history. It's a woman, so be nice. Be nice, okay? It has nothing to do with her being a woman or any other like traits. She's just the worst driver ever. And I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, she can't be that bad. And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Where's the audio?
Nobody will get in the car with you.
Nobody will get in the car with her.
How come?
Crystal terrified the crew who shot her bio last week so much, no one will ride with her.
Nobody.
That really hurts my feelings that nobody wants to get in the car with me.
That's so sad. Oh, let me restart it. Let me restart it. Let's go to the top. Where is this? At first, I thought this was the saddest video ever. Nobody wants to get into the car with her. Like, why? Like, that's horrible.
Won't, because
Nobody will get in the car with you.
That's what I just said.
How come?
Yeah.
Crystal
Interesting.
terrified the crew who shot her bio last week so much, no one will ride with her.
She looks like a Velma from
That really
Scooby-Doo.
hurts my feelings that nobody wants to get in the car with me.
Aw, that's so sad.
Crystal's driving history is so ugly. Her annual insurance cost was recently $10,000.
It could be a lot worse, all these accidents that she's having.
It
And
could be worse than $10,000. Oh my God! Just don't even drive it. Don't even drive. $10,000, you can just Uber around, and that'll be cheaper than driving yourself.
Crystal's brother, Steven, is worried she's going to be killed on the road.
Yeah. Why?
she doesn't understand the consequences of her actions.
Before she leaves, I asked Crystal to turn her cell phone off, but
I'm not going to turn it off. I'm just not going to text it.
Okay. She's not gonna text her phone, guys. Okay.
during the first 5 minutes of her drive, Crystal goes 70 in a 40 zone.
What's the speed limit here?
Steven, directions only.
Yes, Steven.
She drives on a sidewalk.
It's okay. I'll get off the sidewalk.
She
Jeez.
sends numerous text messages.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Okay, now I don't feel bad at all. Not even a little bit. She's freaking texting. Like, maybe she's a bad driver. Okay, whatever. Something could be going on, but she's purposely being a bad driver. Okay, who would get in the car with her? Who's doing it?
Bursts into tears,
I'm not the worst driver.
and then she does this.
Okay, she's crossing the intersection. It's a green light. She's speeding. She's
Car.
what the?
Stop. She was trying to did not let me in.
When
She's
our
road
crew
raging,
called
dude.
Crystal the most dangerous nominee we've ever had,
My God, get the out of my way.
they were dead right.
Crystal.
Hey!
Oh my God.
This person changes lanes. The person in front of her changes lanes with a turn signal. Seems like they do it in a reasonable amount of time, like not too fast, not too slow. And she's gonna get mad about that?
The cameramen didn't want to drive with you because of this.
Every time Crystal starts moving from a stationary position, she literally floors the gas pedal and keeps it floored until she releases it completely. She never maintains
Dude's
the
gonna
speed.
hit 80.
So
She's on her phone. She says full acceleration. She whips out her phone, starts texting, and the car is still. That is crazy. I would not get in the car for her for $2 million. $2 million. Maybe I would do it for $2 million. That's a lot of money. That can pay the bills. That can pay for the therapy, the medical, everything. Maybe you break even at that point.
cute.
She's presently in a 60 zone.
She's
The
going 80.
remaining nom-
Dude, that's crazy. I'm hyped. For whatever that is, that seems so cool. I thought I felt so bad. I was like, no one wants to get in the car with me. Not the worst. Brings out her phone, starts speeding, doesn't like drive safely, goes on the sidewalk. She's playing GTA in real life. Jesus. It doesn't get worse than that. Or does it? I'd do it for $5 million. That is bonkers, dude. She probably got a boatload of tickets.
The remaining nominee
What was that? Hold on, let me hide my screen.
won't.
Oh, okay. Nothing got leaked. Nothing got leaked, guys. We're Gucci. Ooh, your activity. Hello, Anna Gray.
Dean tipped $100. Happy belated birthday.
Dean, what the fuck? Happy belated birthday to you too, buddy. You too. I know you're out there. Here's another horrible video. Like, I don't like cops. I think we should have less government. Type 1 if you think we should have less government, because you fuck the system, right? Do whatever you want to do, but don't be a stupid bully. Don't hurt people. Don't hurt yourself. Be a reasonable person, you know? So this is an intense traffic stop with non-binary driver. Full interaction.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Why are you driving in the wrong way of traffic?
No, I just got
She's driving on the wrong way of traffic. I was like, okay. Maybe there's a good reason for it.
changed around. I just moved here like 2 months ago.
You're going into
just
oncoming
moved here.
traffic.
I know.
Oncoming
and
traffic?
I just decided that it was better just to turn around really fucking quick. So,
Okay. Your insurance, registration, I'm going to check your driver's license status. I'm going to do all that.
sorry, just like as an indigenous person.
Wait. She's getting out of the car. That's not what the cop asked. You know, if this was any other person, the cop would have been like, hey, you know, like grabbing like his gun and being like, stay in the car. And she comes out, opens the door, unasked for, says she's an indigenous person. No one asked for it, but this cop is really respectful. Honestly, this cop is really nice.
Non-binary, so
Okay. What do you go by?
it's Kai.
How can I refer to you tonight? Kai?
That's amazing. How can I refer you tonight? That is the nicest thing ever. Because not a lot of people agree with like being non-binary or anything like that. You know what I mean? Or someone that comes out and they're like, I'm an indigenous person. A lot of people don't know what that means. But this cop is being out here being like, how do I talk to you? How do I respect you? And then she lets the cop know.
Okay. Hey, I'm smelling alcohol.
I know.
No,
much have you
okay,
consumed
sorry,
tonight?
I gotta pause again. No, smelling alcohol, 3 drinks. Nah, we don't want her on the road. Dude, drinking and driving? No, that's an absolute hell no. No way.
3 drink.
I'm going to run you through some tests. Okay. Perfect. Stand facing me, please.
But I just want you to know that I also have very bad social anxiety.
You and me both.
Me too, dude. Got pulled over when I was like 11. I look like a little brown Mexican kid on a bike going to get vegetables from the grocery store because my family just came back from the beach. I already told this story. I made a YouTube video on it. And being around cops makes me really nervous, but like, I'm not gonna be like, they all suck, even though most of them do kind of suck. But this guy's being really nice. And she is being we'll see what she's being like.
You're just
DUI.
like trying to intimidate me.
This is just how the test goes.
I know, but you're exaggerating it more than it needs to be right now.
So just focus on my finger.
Well, as you know, as an Indigenous person, and there's a bunch of shit going around, I'm sorry, but
What?
it's just for me to be on my toes. I'm non-binary.
Yeah, I'll try my hardest. I need to know if you have any injuries or anything that would prevent you from doing a standard walk or turn tonight.
Mental health.
Any physical injuries?
He's being nice. Do you have any like injuries? You know what that means? Like, is your leg broken? Does your arm hurt? Do you have anything going on? And he has to okay.
Mentally, yeah. Can you not call me ma'am, please?
I'm trying my hardest.
It's kind of triggering.
Right foot in front of your left. Nope, go back.
I'm sorry, but the whole man thing, just like...
I apologize. What's going
That was really nice. He said, I apologize. The guy was trying to be as respectful as possible. Where's the rest of this video? I think we all have social anxiety, especially when you're being pulled over by a cop. Everybody's social anxiety is going to be crazy. So shout out to this cop for being really nice. Because I think it's kind of rare to run into a really nice cop, or at least have a good experience with a cop. You're generally going to have a really bad experience with a cop because they're there to get you in trouble. Every single time you interact with a cop, you're probably in trouble, you know? But this guy was being really chill about it, but she was not. DUI, unforgivable. Definitely not. It's like one of those things, like touching underage people. Hell no. Go straight to hell. DUI, drinking under the influence, go straight to hell. These things, no excuse. Don't even. Driving onto oncoming traffic. She's on the wrong side of the road. That is crazy. Why did you call her she? Damn it! It makes it. They. Sky was their name.
on?
Nothing.
Why are you driving in the wrong way of traffic?
That is crazy. I think she later on gets arrested, but she crashes out. She starts crying, having a mental breakdown, and then she uses her identity as an excuse to her bad behavior. But she was just drunk. Drunk driving, not following instructions. And then she had a panic attack after, which is horrible. But this entire time, the cop was there trying to help her, trying to get her off the road so no one else can be hurt by her. Twitch chat is full of pussies. Yo, Soul, you're the pussy. This guy's got her head. You can't say her! You can't do that. We gotta be respectful. The cop sounds like a native as well. Yeah, that guy, yeah. Twitch is for gays and lesbians. Well, I got news for you. There's gays and lesbians everywhere. You know, you're probably like 2% gay. Maybe even like 50% gay. You probably watch, I don't want to say the word, adult content where there's a man and a woman and you look at cock every single day. What does that say about you, huh? How many cocks do you see a day? Yeah. I'm the straightest man alive. The straightest content to consume would be lesbian. Lesbian. That'd be the straightest one for a man to consume. But if you're looking at man and woman, you're looking at cock. You're literally Googling cock. Calling people gay on this channel is crazy. But yeah, good video, good video. I'm not a pussy. I watch more cocks.
No, I just
Where's my music?
got changed.
That's not music. By the way, what's up, Soul? I got a question. Oh, okay, here it comes. Go on. We'll play the Limp Bizkit.
Well, this is one of them days.
Is it pink?
Everything's fucked up.
Everything's
Just wanna
fucked
bring
up.
some shit. Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Well, let's do it. It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fucked. Everything sucks. You don't really know why.
So weird. So it's black. It's pitch black. You know what else is pitch black? Never mind. We don't have to go there. We're good. Look at this cat. Ooh. Ooh, that's how I eat Cheetos straight out of the bag, dude. Oh, yes. Yummy. I thought you were a queer ally, that you misgendered NB people. I'm just trying my best. I'm not around NB people. I don't really know NB people. And Sky didn't give me the pronouns. Sky just said Sky. Boom. Checkmate, buddy. Checkmate. I think everybody should be respectful of everybody, especially when you're talking to strangers. You know how weird it would be if you're like, oh, what are you? And you're talking to a stranger and you're like, hey, mind your own business. And you're like, I bet you like cock. And you're like, mind your own business. Ooh, show me your genitals right now. Mind your own business. Just be respectful of people. It's easy. Unless they're drunk drivers. Drunk drivers, nothing. If they're like diddling kids, no respect. If they're drunk driving, no respect. The new hair looks great. This is just my hair. Okay, before I rage bait you with guys more rage bait, let's just look at some nice things, okay?
What do you think beatboxing would sound like if 90s hip-hop artists were doing it? Number 1, drop it like it's hot.
That's kind of good.
Number 2, Candy Shop.
Okay. Hard to listen, hard, never mind.
Number 3, Peace Up, A-Town Town.
How does he do that?
Number 4, the next episode.
She has DSL? What is that? DSL internet? Like the really old telephone line? Digital subscriber line? It's voice training. DSL? Oh, dick sucking. Oh. How do you guys know what that means? That's crazy. That's crazy. Guys, no. Ring the bell. That was crazy. Ring the bell again. That's crazy. Dick sucking lips. Oh my god. What are some ways to describe someone? Dick sucking lips. This has always been my dream. Maximum FPS. Put your toe in there. I'm gonna put my toe in each and every one of them, and my fingers. Ring the bell 6 times! Okay.
Can I get your last name?
Smith! Stan Smith!
The doctor hasn't sent anything.
What? There's no way!
He has to contact the doctor's office. There's nothing.
I have a rash, miss. It should be there already. I called my doctor this morning. It should be
I love this guy.
Okay, you have a great day.
very rude.
She just walked away.
I would too if someone was yelling at me.
What do you mean?
I can hear him from all the way back here.
Do you want to talk to my dad?
Hello?
Hello, sir. You're being a little bit rude and loud.
I'm sorry. My medicine should be there.
What time did you call your doctor and order it?
It was about an hour and a half ago.
So it may not have come through yet, or your doctor...
You're not coming up in the system. We've checked multiple times.
I love his scream.
Just do your research and I'm looking at it right
get checked 5 times. Okay, sir.
Dude, I saw something on Twitter. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen on Twitter. It's a money printer, an actual money slicer printer. Imagine you're working here. It's cutting the money. Wait for it, wait for it. Wait till they actually start cutting the money. Look at that. You can just grab a stack. Imagine if you just got a stack, you're set. You're set. You're gonna be... Who can they trust to work these things? Dude, just grab one of those stacks. The security is insane for these places, by the way. Imagine your job is to make money and then you earn money at the same time. Isn't that crazy? Why don't you get a cut from this? Also, I didn't read this. Why is inflation so high? This has nothing to do with inflation. It can, but it's not. It can, but it's not. Right? You take one bill out every day. They won't notice. Boom, 25 years, you're a millionaire. I don't know how much money that is. Do you guys know what currency that is? Is that EU? Pay for inflation. There's a law, and they call it like Law 34, but the actual name is like Rule 34, and that prevents a lot of inflation, or sometimes, like, this explains inflation. So if you just Google Rule 34, you can learn more about that. Look at that! Ooh. Do I have to log in to look at the replies? People are going to be like, inflation, no wonder. No. Rule 34 is the rule I live by. What does Rule 34 mean? Oh, no, never mind. I know what it means. Don't mention it. If it exists, then there's blank that exists of it. Blank means spicy content. DSL. Do you guys know what DSL? Guys, let me just break it down for you. DSL. You've never heard this word before. I'm just kidding. Never mind. That's weird. You take a bill and you'll net zero profit because of the inflation. Then you don't owe money. Honestly, people thinking Federal Reserve printing money actually causes inflation is such a low IQ take. True. True. What is this? Hold on, let me see if this is safe to click on. We're going into spicy territory just for a second. It really sucks that everything political has to do with like transness when like 99.999% people have never seen a trans person at all. They just hear about them and they're like, yeah, we gotta stop him. You've never even seen a trans person in your life. And for some reason, that's the biggest deal in politics. That's every single thing that everyone's talking about. And it's like, have you ever seen a trans person? No. Are you a trans person? If you're watching this, maybe you are. But in real life, nobody has ever seen a trans person. It's crazy. They make it a big deal every day. And I just want to quickly go over this. Tinder will now allow women to create a filter to look for like height preference, which is like, they're already doing that. They can see your height on your profile. And if you don't include it, they're not going to be interested. They're going to see the pictures. They're going to be like, they're going to give you a meh. Because women have a lot of choices. So this is like a really bad because it's a paywall subscription thing. Oh, you want to look for people's heights? You got to give us more money. And Tinder subscriptions are really expensive. So this is really stupid. And then somebody on the internet with 3 million views says, very cool. They'll do this, but they won't let you say no to transgenders. Please. First of all, if you're a good human being, you're probably going to put in your bio that you're transgender. And transgender people, their whole point is to assimilate in society and be safe. But along with that, when they're dating, they want to make sure they're not going to be murdered. Trans people don't want to be murdered. We don't want to surprise you, be like, foot long dingle dong, bing bong, hot and steamy hot dog weenie. Bet you didn't know. Haha. That doesn't happen. The cases that it does happen, it'll be some cross-dresser or something weird, some freak accident. But in reality, trans people don't want to be a nuisance. When trans people are in the public, they don't make it a big deal. A normal trans person doesn't want to be seen. They're just going to mind their own business. People think it's such a big deal, but it's not. Trans people just want to live a normal life. And then the few that are really annoying that you see on like social media and the news and everything, we don't like them. They're not cool. They're making it worse for everybody. So you should be able to see on people's bios if they're transgender. I put it and other people do it because we don't want to be murdered. You will literally be like, there's like laws. Like if you murder a trans woman because you met up with them and you thought they were going to be a cis woman, you get away with murder. We don't want that. We don't want to be murdered. I think it's crazy that this person is asking for this. And you can just tell by looking at their bio. Sometimes you can tell by looking at them, which sucks, but that's the truth. Having a filter for no transgenders is pointless. Now you're just out here being like, oh, I'm thinking about girl cock all the time. Yes, please. I get grouped up with so many transgenders. Oh, get out of my way. Stop. That's so weird and annoying. Stop. The height preference thing is also, putting that behind a paywall is so cringe. You know, Tinder's going to charge like $50 a month, but they're not going to let you pay monthly. They're going to be like, oh, here's an annual subscription instead of doing a monthly. It's going to be something crazy. I think this is both an L for Tinder, an L for this guy being like, no, my transgender, because they've never run into it. And if you do run into it, you can just be like, I'm good. Just move on with your life. I'm good. And if you're mad about like your Tinder, like your dating pool, that's matchmaking. That is your matchmaking, skill-based matchmaking. It's honestly dumb being paywalled for getting ass. Of course, I mean, ass has always been on the fucking menu if you want to buy it. New feature, tie your Tinder profile to your 23andMe so your height, skin color can be confirmed. Oh my God. Yes. Imagine if you put skin color preference. Height preference? Okay. That is crazy. Skin color? Dude, that's crazy. That's eugenics? Only want like blue-eyed people to match with me. Blondes only. I kind of already have. That's what porn is for. That's just go, you know. Just get out of here. Get out of here. Family tree filter. You're going to jail. I only want people that are related to me. That is crazy. Okay. We have one more hot take. But we can look at something fun. We can look at a job tier list.
Just put the fries in the bag, bro.
Where's my drink?
I ordered the 10-piece chicken nuggets.
God, what's
taking
Let me
so
guess.
long?
Is the
McDonald's is hell. McDonald's is only hell because you get soccer moms. The people that come in driving like stoned, they're not the problem. People coming in being like, yeah, I just want my meal and move out. That's not the problem. The people that are the problem are the soccer moms that are like freaking the fuck out all the time. The Karens.
ice cream machine broken again?
Hurry up!
It's almost done.
Jobs! You love them, you hate them. If you're a longtime fan of my channel, let's be honest, you probably don't have one. But you know what? That's okay. Yeah, sure, to some people, having a job is a sign of hard work, education, wealth, basic fucking dignity, but for others, it's really not like that. The reality is, not all jobs are created equal. Some jobs are a lot shittier than others, and at times, it doesn't even matter how much they pay you. If you're thinking about getting a job...
So I get a lot of shit for doing OnlyFans, but it's like, if you had the opportunity to do OnlyFans, wouldn't you take it? Like, I don't want to hear people are like, oh, OnlyFans whore. Like, I don't care. I get one life, and I want to, like, min-max it as much as possible and do what I want to do. It's fine.
It's very important to weigh out the good and the bad, which is why today, I'm gonna rank them. Teachers, responsible for single-handedly carrying the next generation of kids while being paid fucking nothing to do so. I know for a fact that anyone trying to become a teacher in 2024 is doing so strictly for the love of the game.
Dude, everybody's stupid right now. Everybody uses ChatGPT for everybody. No one knows how to read anything. No one knows how to write anything. We're super screwed. AI is literally taking over everything. Teacher, F tier job.
with all the bullshit that comes with the job nowadays. Imagine having to teach literally the most brain-rotted, ADHD generation of kids yapping about fucking gooning and ditty parties how to read, do math, or pay attention in lectures longer than 30 fucking seconds. All for like 40 grand a year. The older I get, the more I understand why Walter White was like, fuck this shit, I'm gonna cook meth. Because no matter how passionate a teacher may be about teaching, the effort isn't rewarded at all.
No.
Like after already being worked like a dog throughout the school year, teachers have to literally spend the summer crafting an entire blueprint on what to do the next year, completely unpaid. I didn't even know that. I thought teachers got a nice summer break paid off, like, hey champ, you earned it, go buy yourself a nice Happy Meal.
I think the advantage is you get to retire and you get like a decent amount of money. You got holidays off and vacation. You know what I mean? Maybe not vacation. You get like 3 months off because of summer break. In the long run, when you're dying, I think it benefits you into healthcare. But during it, I think it's a horrible time.
In 2 months, but no, that just...
They pay them like shit because they wanted teachers to be disposable and replaceable. That doesn't make sense. I think because a lot of people want to do it. Because as human beings, some of us come out the pussy wanting to teach people.
Doesn't happen because they're paid only for the school year, meaning that for the entire summer they are doing schoolwork for the next year while unemployed, which in today's economy means that most teachers have to work a second job during their summer break just to survive. I remember when I was a kid, I used to see one of my teachers working at Home Depot during the summers. At the time, I was like, wow, he must be really passionate about home improvement. No, he's fucking broke! And they wonder why teachers are quitting in droves.
No.
I mean, shit, if I was a teacher, I would too, considering that ever since COVID, motherfuckers can't even read anymore,
Guys,
and students are
if I became president... Dude, why the fuck is Trump going after trans people when we could be paying teachers more? They're like, oh, we're going to create Doge and we're going to find trillions of dollars. You know what? This is the goal. We're going to do like 20 trillion. And then it turns out they only got like a couple billion that they found from random stuff. They only found a couple of billion. And now Elon Musk is like, guys, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm backing out of the government. Even though I said we'd find trillions of dollars, we only found like 1% of that. Why don't we just give money to teachers? How about we spend all this time and resources to teachers?
Disrespectful as shit. Kids are gonna be kids. I get that. But Jesus Christ, there's an actual incentive to be a menace in school now. From robbing school property or throwing hands...
Elon Musk is wearing diapers because of K usage? Is he actually, dude? Jesus.
With the teachers. It's getting brutal out there. What's the point of even trying to create a fun, engaging class environment when you're barely getting paid and the students are the ones bullying you? I completely understand why some teachers would have mental breakdowns in the classroom because the shit they have to deal with is just ridiculous. But you might be like, Habibi, there's always gonna be kids that are disrespectful and angsty towards teachers when they're growing up. That's just how it is. And you're right, but at least back then, teachers could respond by beating the shit out of them, so this and that. Now, if you work in fast food...
Yeah, teacher, F tier. I called it. You guys agree? Teacher job, F tier. Fast food... I give it a... it really depends on how, like, the environment and everything. Working at fast food sucks. I'd give it a C. It's not the worst. I think teacher is worse. I'd give fast food a C.
Chances are that you're either a young buck trying to get some work experience or a 45-year-old wondering where it all went wrong. Because let's be honest, nobody likes working in fast food. The pay is shit, it smells like shit, the customers suck, and your value as a worker literally boils down to nothing more than just putting the fries in the bag, bro. That's actually the very reason.
But you're guaranteed a job that almost anybody can do. That's like the only saving grace.
Why customers feel empowered to treat you like shit. Because even though the job itself isn't very hard, fast food workers still gotta put up with so much bullshit mentally with these customers. You get absolutely no respect. Like some random 16-year-old will get berated over the price of food they can't even control. Or God forbid they make a mistake in an order. Sound the fucking alarm. I swear to God, bro, some of these freakouts, you think the employee ran over someone's dog. But no, it's all because some fat ass only got 7 Big Macs instead of 8. I mean, I guess the one positive in all that is that the more bullshit you put up with, the more numb to it you get. Dealing with these people for God knows how long will give you thicker skin. But again, nobody deserves being treated like this. I feel like the phrase...
Okay, I hate pausing all the time. But when I got my first real job, it was McDonald's. And then before McDonald's, I would just cry talking to people. I had to order food. I start crying. Teacher is like, oh, what's the answer? I start crying. Someone asked me like, oh, are you okay? I start crying. For any reason, I would stop crying. And then I went to McDonald's. I took my first order. Guess what? I cried again. But after a couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, I got over it. You know why? Because who the fuck cares? I don't. They don't. Who the fuck cares? And I stopped crying. It is a kind of like one of those jobs where you kind of learn quick.
Customer is always right, has given the green light to some of the biggest assholes to make an already miserable minimum wage job even more miserable. And these problems get even worse when you end up understaffed and have to somehow compensate for the massive fucking volume of customers during rush hour. But the one thing that can actually make this job tolerable for you are in fact your coworkers. If you happen to have chill coworkers, at the very least they can slide you some drugs to get you through your shift. So I'd say it's like a D. Also, fuck Burger King.
Yeah, D. Like I said D. I was right about that. You guys agree with that? It's a D. Being a doctor seems kind of goated, but I think you get non-stop hours. You get appointments booked like 6, 9 months, 1 year in advance. You want to take a day off? Guess who's not having their doctor's appointment because they already scheduled you years in advance? And the amount of stress, I feel like as a doctor, you just get millions of clients like crazy. And then at a certain point, you don't even care. And then you start misdiagnosing people. And everybody here has probably heard of a story where it's like, oh, the doctor said it this thing, but then I went to another doctor and they said this thing.
Being a doctor is one of the most highly respected professions in the world. It requires an immense amount of schooling and expertise, and as a result, patients trust you with their health and well-being. Sure, you spend a whole ass decade of your life studying, developing various mental disorders, and have a ton of fucking debt to show for it, but you know what? At least I get paid good. Now, the ranking of the doctor job is kind of difficult because obviously a pediatrician is going to have an easier day-to-day than like a brain surgeon, so you can't really compare the two equally. So instead, I will focus only on the one type of doctor that I would personally pursue as a career. You see, if I was a doctor, I know for a fact that I would specialize in plastic surgery. The internet and reality TV has made people hate themselves
yeah, dude, plastic surgeons have the best life. Technically, they're doctors, but they gotta pick their own schedules, they gotta pick their own clients, they gotta pick how much they take on. They can charge whatever fucking price they want. They can be like, insurance, no insurance, whatever. This is what's happening.
Damn much that being a plastic surgeon in LA
They
or
get full
Miami is like the
control.
fucking GTA infinite money.
Yeah,
BBLs,
infinite money.
boob jobs, nose jobs, hair transplants, whatever the fuck this Giga Chad face trend is. Plastic surgery covers it all, okay? And be honest, it's not like people just get one surgery and call it a day. Chances are, if you think your nose is too big and you get it fixed, maybe all of a sudden you look in the mirror and your lips or your cheeks start bothering you as well. And you go in for another.
Dude, who wants DSL lips? DSL lips, bro. Or just DSL. I learned this word today. BBL only surgeon to be dope. For real, dude.
Procedure. And another one. And another one. Oh, but this one fucked up, so now I gotta get another one to fix it. Oh, hey, can I die getting the surgery? Yeah, you can die getting the surgery. Don't care. I need a fatter ass. And it's just this constant cycle of hemorrhaging money over insecurities that as a doctor, I would love to contribute to. So I would say a plastic surgeon is not just one of the best doctor jobs. But
Okay, I give that an A. I would give it an S, but if you mess up, you can really ruin somebody's life. So because of that, I give it an A.
The best jobs, period. They make a fuck ton of money, their customers hate themselves, and if you practice in LA, you're basically in the Mecca, so S tier.
No, if you mess up, you're screwed. You are screwed. You're gonna get sued. So that's an A. DoorDash job? Ooh! You guys pick this one. What tier would you give DoorDash as a job? How would you rank DoorDash job? For me, whenever I DoorDash, I always try to leave the biggest amount of tip and everything. But, like, I don't know if it's worth it for the person to deliver the food. Double D, B. I think DoorDash is a B. DoorDash was an A tier for you. Oh, really? You had experience? As for the service, D, if they steal the food. Yeah. Working as DoorDash. Like, getting it is awesome. Doing it, I give it a D. I've never done it, but I think it would be a D tier. D for DoorDash tier job.
DoorDash drivers on paper have the easiest job in the world. Bro, you just bring the food from point A to point B. Anyone complaining about that aspect of the job?
People don't know where my new places. I hate it. It's like, just follow Google Maps. Just follow the instructions on Google Maps. Like, it took me over there. It's like, no, I live over here. Just put it into Google Maps and you can find me. And the food always shows up late and they're always mad at me. And I'm like, I wish I had to leave a lot of tips so they can see it. But I don't know if they even see the tip. They still get mad. And I try to leave a massive tip because I know people mess up all the time. Because like following instructions can be hard, especially if you're in a new area. You don't know the address and you don't know anything. You have a GPS, but sometimes it's a little hard to read. So I just give them a little bit extra tip so I can make sure I get my food. But they still get mad.
Seriously needs to shut the fuck up. But as far as the pay goes, it doesn't get any worse than DoorDash. You get like $2 for every delivery you complete, which a lot of the time is people driving extremely long miles every day just to be paid in these fucking pesos. Sure, you can grind out a bunch of orders, but depending on the area you live in, the rate at which
Wait, hold up. 6'3" says DoorDash S tier. Get paid to taste people's food, plus you get tips. For the people that have worked in food delivery, have you guys ever tasted a client's food? You don't have to incriminate yourself. Everybody type the number 1 if you've done that or would like to do that. So then the people that have done it can say that they've done it, but it's kind of in a pool of all the liars. Worked in a restaurant 100%? I'll admit it, don't even care. Thank you. Thank you, Nano. I got a story for you. No, is it a DoorDash? Every single time I hear a DoorDash or like food delivery, I'm like, I don't want to do this ever again. I don't want to order food ever again. Type 2 if you tasted a client. Oh my God. Guys, don't type the number 2 if you've ever tasted a client. No, but sometimes I get free Chick-fil-A because the lady canceled it right before I got to the house. That's cool. In that situation, not going to be cool. They don't seal the food? Sometimes it's not sealed properly, or sometimes it's not sealed at all.
Orders varies. You could be spending like half an hour waiting for an available order until finally, by the grace of God, Jimmy from Cleveland, 30 miles away, needs a bagel for a whopping $3. You know, I saw a TikTok where a dude was flexing about how he made $500 in a single day of DoorDash. Wow, doesn't that sound great? Oh, wait, hold on. After he spent 16 hours on the road. It shouldn't take a genius to realize that when you spend more and more hours driving, you also got to factor in the cost of gas and car maintenance, all when you aren't making shit. Now, of course, there's also the tip, which is paid by the customer and goes 100% to the dasher. But unfortunately, a shocking amount of people don't tip, or if they do, not much. Unless you do this as a side hustle and not—
Honestly, here's a hot take. I'm sure people can relate. I will always tip, but I wish that I didn't have to. I wish the company could pay them a livable wage. But since that doesn't exist, I will be tipping them. That's my hot take.
Full-time. DoorDash is an F. You gotta put all the energy into something better to make money.
Scamming as a job? Hey, yo! Okay, we're scamming. Scammo. Let's go, dude. If I'm scamming, I give that an S tier. S tier scamming. Yeah. S tier. Yeah.
Scamming is a high-risk, high-reward profession.
Every streamer, every OnlyFans, every bullshit thing. Never getting to the good stuff. S for scamming.
If you can pull it off, you will make a lot of money. But if they catch you slipping, you're facing up to like 30 years in prison, bro. So if you are gonna scam, instead of filing a job application, at least try not to commit something like bank fraud, because you saw some dipshits doing it on TikTok. Stick to the low-level scams.
Dude, the TikTok infinite money glitch. They're like, you got a check under your name. You write as much money as you want on the check, and then you deposit it into your account. And then your account will instantly have the money, and then you take out the money from your account. Boom, infinite money. You just make up any number on the check, and the machine accepts it. But then you need to immediately take the money out. And then now they owe that much money because it's like, oh, the check didn't go through, and you took out this much money, so now you're negative in your account. Now you owe us money. I used to believe that was a thing when I was 8. It doesn't make sense.
Want to avoid prison time. But unfortunately, a lot of these low-level scams have indeed lost their aura. Because unless you're over the age of 65, scamming is not as simple as—
So negative 13,000. I think I saw that too. Because they like infinite money. Just take out the money. Just lie.
Steve Johnson calling from Microsoft, or the free iPhone you just won on 123 Movies. To anyone with any basic tech literacy, these scams are very obvious. You gotta dig deeper than that. Now, coming to you as a D-list YouTuber, it wasn't shocking to see my fellow creators shilling a bunch of crypto bullshit like cock token to their audiences. Many of these scams, funnily enough, came right after a pandemic that left a lot of people desperate and clinging to false hope. And with that in mind, that's exactly what you need to become an elite scammer. Personally, I think the most profitable scam that exploits desperation and false hope has gotta be catfishing. And the best part about it is that anyone can do it. It's a lot more low-key, and as long as you're not technically lying in your messages, I don't think it's a felony. Now, let me make it clear that I'm not endorsing any of these activities. The idea of pretending to be someone you're not solely to finesse people desperate for human connection out of money is evil. But at the same time, part of me has to respect the hustle. Like, really think about it.
There's a lot of Russian bots that do this. They will go to like Reddit or people's Twitter's account or Instagram account. They'll copy and paste their pictures onto another account. But this Russian person will be controlling the other account where they copy the photos that someone else is posting. But since they're from a different country, different everything, they won't know. So they make a brand new Instagram using someone else's pictures, and then they get comments being like, wow, you're so cute. And then they message the commenters being like, haha, do you want to talk to me? Give me $1 million. Haha, you want to talk to me? Oh my God, I'm so hungry. Give me $2,000 so I can go buy dinner. And people do it. People do it. I don't understand how that works so well.
Same price of the latest NBA 2K game.
Has anybody ever used your picture in a scam? All the time. I hear about it all the time. They'll subscribe to me on OnlyFans. They're like, so it wasn't you on Telegram? But I sent you money. You're saying that wasn't you on Telegram? I don't have a Telegram. The only place you can talk to me is on, the spicy content websites. That is me. But if you're talking to me on like some suspicious website, and they even said like, like your English was broken, but I've seen your live stream and you speak not that bad. Like, I don't get it. And they're like, can you give me my money? It's like, no, I had nothing to do with it.
You can start cat.
I think streamers need to donate to their viewers. Can I have 2K, please? Bing, 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 bing. If you want, we can play a game. If you guys can beat me, there's a game called... I'll do it after. I don't know. I'm saving this idea. Beat me, I'll give you $100. It's a 1v1 game, and it's really fast-paced shooter. You just spawn, new map, shoot each other, boom, next map, boom, next map, boom. Beat me, I'll give you $100. But I don't know what. Maybe I'll do that on Friday. I don't want to tell you what the name is, because some of you guys are going to be practicing and just yoinking all my money. Sounds simple. Double and go to the next person. No. But I think that'd be such a fun thing to do.
Fishing literally right now. I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but there's a non-zero chance that DMing enough lonely, chronically online degenerates with a single thigh pic and a Cash App link is the only thing standing between you and generational wealth. You'd be surprised how many people out there are willing to drain their fucking bank accounts over a person they just met online. This is a serious problem, and it's your responsibility to make it worse. S tier.
That works? I don't want to give it an S tier, but you know how much work it is? You need to be very social and very extrovert. You gotta know cute ways of typing. That's like a skilled job that people pay. You know, on OnlyFans, there's something called chatters. If you join somebody's OnlyFans and it's like really big, they respond to you like every second, they have chatters. Picture a large room full of people that just constantly just message people's followers daily, asking for money and just messaging them right away. That is the craziest thing ever. I'm going to throw people under the bus. I'm going to do it. You know what? Fuck it. If you follow some big trans creators, I'm not going to say names, but if they're big, there's a good chance they have chatters. They pay people to pretend to be them. It's literally that scam that they just mentioned right there. Me, I don't do that. I respond to you when I can. And then people get mad. They're like, talk to me now. I was like, okay, do you want me to hire like a factory? I'll go to India and I'll just hire a call room to just reply to your message. No, I'm not going to do that. It's going to be me when I can. Wait, did I tell people that I'm live? No, I didn't tell anybody that I'm live. You see, if I had chatters, this would be so much easier. Now, everyone knows I'm live. Nano is the true, real experience. I'm just telling it as it is, dog. I'll be the chatter. Will you say this? Okay. Guys, pretend that I'm a horny client and I'm saying, hi, Nano, how are you? How do you guys respond to that? Go. The goal is to get money. I'm saying, hi, Nano, I'm a really big fan. How are you? What's your line to get money? Go on. How do you know this is the real Nano? Oh, that's a good question. That's a real good question. Wrong button. I'm doing good. Hope you like it here. No, not good enough. It's got to be more flirty. So professional bottom is a real career path? Yes. Give me money? It's got to be flirtatious. For $50, I'm going to sit on your face. No prostitution. We're already whoring out. We're not doing like escorts. Me horny, send money. I send booba pic. You know, not gonna lie. 6'3" might be onto something. I was gonna say something crazy, but maybe it's you guys on here. Let me see if there's any blocked messages. Watch me pop this bussy. No. So if you message me on one of those platforms, it's literally me. And I'm not gonna be like, please, give me all your money.
Now,
therapist as a job, you know what? I'm going to give a therapist an S tier thing. Telling people what to do is amazing. Imagine a girl with blue hair walks in. Cha-ching! So much money. The girl with blue hair walks in, and then you get like 100 more of them. You're going to make money like crazy. And all you do is gaslight them. You'd be like, no, you're perfectly fine. The world is the problem, not you. Don't worry. You're doing great. Also, the bill was $120.
Depending on
Next.
what you charge and how many clients you have, you can make a good amount of money as a therapist. Unfortunately, a crucial part of this job is having to actually listen to your clients yapping about all their stupid fucking problems for an hour. Like, bro, can you keep it to yourself? God damn!
No. All you gotta do is have the patience to listen and be like, that must be rough. You know? And then be like, that'll be $1,000. 1,000! Beep, 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 beep.
It seems like a chill job. Yep, sure the pay is kind of ass, but hey, you get to be on TV,
Wait,
and all
what
you
job
gotta
is
do
this? Newscaster, news reporter? I would say normally this would be a really hard job, but then you have people like Hassan Piker, who's kind of a news reporter, but not really. And then you have like Tucker Carlson. So you can literally say anything. You can do like calls to kill people and still have your job. Name one other job where you can threaten to kill someone. There's not many. Not many.
Being a news reporter seems like a chill job. Yep, sure the pay is kind of ass, but hey, you get to be on TV, and all you gotta do is read a damn teleprompter. On most days, I would
cop,
say
maybe like military, maybe security. But those jobs are dangerous. Imagine if you could just sit on your chair and give death threats to people and be like, oh, I'm just covering the news. And then you make millions.
this like a C tier. On most days. You see, for every normal day on the news spent talking about the weather or a mass shooting, there are some days where the job of a news reporter gets a little bit more interactive, like in the event of a hurricane. Apparently during a hurricane, it isn't enough just to have a guy on TV repeatedly say, hey, we got a hurricane coming, evacuate to safety. No, for some reason, these motherfuckers send their news reporters directly in the line of danger. It makes no goddamn sense. The headline would be some shit like, 100 dead from hurricane, stay the fuck inside, and this the reporter on the TV. And from what I can find, I don't even think they get paid extra for this shit. So like, why?
Maybe they do.
Why the hell would anyone put themselves through this? It sucks ass for both the reporter and the cameraman. Best case scenario.
No. Maybe you do. Maybe. And then call yourself a socialist that tells people to eat the rich. True. You wear a shirt that says anarchy while you're like in your $1 million home.
You almost died. Worst case scenario, you die. D. Picture this.
Software developer is goated. If you know how to do a little bit of code, just invent something, put a patent on it. Boom, millions of dollars. Somebody, a client is like, I need help coming up with this idea and like doing this. They give you the idea. You just make it. Now you own it and they're the client. You can make so much money being a software developer. There's so many people that have so much money for being a software dev.
18 years old. You just
and they're like the worst people ever. They won't even like keep track of their program or make sure it's good or not. They'll be the worst people.
Graduated high school and you love computers, so you decide to go to college and study computer science. And after just 4 years of grinding your computer science education, which 90% of was Indian YouTube tutorials, you have now graduated and are ready to become a software developer. But to your surprise, the hardest part about being a software developer isn't even the work itself. It's getting the goddamn job. Trying to get a job as a software dev for a big company like Google or Facebook is like trying to find a YouTuber who hasn't DM'd minors. It feels impossible. You gotta go through like 7 fucking rounds of interviews before you inevitably get rejected. And these interviews can span for months, which makes
it was Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast?
Software dev for a big company like Google or Facebook is like trying to find a YouTuber who hasn't DM'd minors. It feels
you got everybody on
impossible.
there.
You gotta go through like 7 fucking rounds of interviews before
Shout
you inevitably get
YouTubers,
rejected.
sure.
And these interviews can span for months, which makes getting rejected, or at worst, ghosted after giving so much of your time and effort 7 interviews in, feel like a giant waste. You know, people always wonder why software developers are so socially inept, but dude, if you spend months of your life dedicated to coding interview after coding interview after coding interview, I guarantee you wouldn't be able to answer a simple question like, tell me about yourself, because there's nothing left in you at that point. But once you actually get the job, it's like the exact opposite. You're not sweating your ass off coding a cure for cancer in under 10 minutes. More than likely, you'll be writing code and working on projects at a more relaxed pace while balancing a bunch of meetings on top of it. Obviously, some days
Do I have something to tell you about like the grooming stuff? Guys, I have a thing. It's time I come out. If anybody here is doing the grooming, it's gonna be you guys. I'm just gonna say it. It's gonna be you guys. I am the most victimized person here. I'm a trans person. I'm an indigenous, non-binary. I'm cute. I'm vulnerable. I am the victim here. Asian, Latino. We're talking about disabilities, not that. I'm not 6 feet tall. Sorry, try again. Minority. I'm disabled. I need glasses. It's just crazy. I'm the victim here, guys.
more stressful than others, especially the more experienced you are in the field. That's just any job, really. But to compare that with what you have to go through to get the job is night and day. The pay is great, the environment is extremely chill, and in about 6 months you can expect to get laid off, but this is an A tier.
True.
Unless you have connections in the industry, becoming successful as an actor is very tough. A lot of it boils down to luck because
what's the word? Nepotism? Is that the word? Nepotism? Nepotism. I think that's like part of being an actor. You gotta know someone who knows someone, but if you have an in, like a parent or a cousin, then you're good. I feel like this is like the nepo job. Yeah, same with like voice acting. Any sort of like acting, like it's pretty nepo. Because you gotta know someone or be really, like, any sort of connection. You can't just go in, like, be like, hey guys, it's me. You gotta be like, oh, I'm vouching for this guy who also vouched. They've got lots of vouchers for this one person and now they're in.
Spend 20 years plus doing acting gigs and never break through. But at the same time, like gambling, it could take just one opportunity to change your life forever. Like the bitch from the Progressive ads. She's been doing this shit for like a decade and makes $1 million every year. I know she definitely didn't expect this to go on for as long as it has, especially when she got the job, yet here she is. But yeah, most actors are broke, so give up. Retail and fast food kind of feel like two cheeks of the same ass. Still underpaid, same shitty customers, but just a little less stressful. I will say the nice thing about retail is that you're not constantly being pressured to deliver something to a customer like you would be working in food service. But even though that's the case, retail somehow ends up attracting the biggest NPCs on the planet that I honestly don't know how half of these people even function on a daily basis. It's like the second people walk through those sliding doors, their brain instantly turns into mush. For example, literally the second you walk into a grocery store, you will see a big-ass dairy sign all the way in the back, sometimes even with a goddamn milk PNG slapped on it, telling you exactly where to find the milk. Yet somehow, these motherfuckers will be mindlessly roaming around searching for the fucking One Piece until eventually asking you, the employee, where it happens to be. And this doesn't just happen in the dairy aisle, it happens in every fucking department. But in the same way that retail has brain-dead customers, they're also the entitled ones. These are the Karens that consistently shop at the store, bitch about the price, and then expect a discount.
And they'll be like, I'm never shopping here again. And then it's like, good. Leave right now. I'm telling your manager. They don't care. Leave.
Loyalty. But when the cashier, who's only worked there for 2 weeks, doesn't have the authority to do that, it's typical for the Karens to start arguing and threatening things like, I'm never shopping here again, or you just lost yourself a loyal customer. Retail is also a lot slower than fast food, which makes the job so goddamn boring. At least in fast food, the intense pace keeps your depressive thoughts about the job at bay. When you work in retail, where the time goes very, very slowly, the voices only get louder, dude, which is really bad and doesn't help when right around November 1st, Mariah Carey begins her annual piercing of the eardrums for every fucking retail employee nationwide. Deep from the screen to the ring. Shit sucks, man.
YouTuber is a job at F tier? It depends what kind of YouTuber, because we all know, like, if we know people that just put out reaction stuff and it's like, that must be the you just reacted to that video and that just did. Nah. But sometimes it can be hard. YouTube, I give it a C. It depends. YouTube isn't even that bad. It depends. Twitch streamer, that's an S tier. Only like 500 people in the world get to be Twitch streamers for their job. Not that many. Twitch streamer, that's an S tier. F? Well, I think, no, I give it a D. Honestly, I give it a D because, like, you have to be live in order to make money. If you're a YouTuber, you don't have to be live. You just put something out there, boom, it starts making money, and it stays up there. Twitch streamer, you have to be live.
Life is like a video game. As a career, being a Twitch streamer could be really nice in terms of money and the amount of work you do, but that's only if you're one of the top streamers. It's really difficult to get a following as a small streamer on Twitch because the platform is dominated by the people with the most viewers and streaming hours, and in order to compete with that, you need to grind. Strictly from a health perspective, the grind of a full-time Twitch streamer has got to reduce your life expectancy by at least 25 years, because devouring fucking Grubhub on the daily and never leaving your house or your gaming chair is so unbelievably bad for you and linked to so many goddamn health problems. On top of that, Twitch is also a very volatile platform. You can easily get banned and lose your entire livelihood by
you know, just go to Kick. Everybody, that's you. First of all, never mind. You better watch who you're talking to, buddy.
Twitch will literally drop the ban hammer on people for the dumbest shit. Yet for some reason, the top streamers and like a bunch of OnlyFans girls are immune from it. You are not competing.
Me? Are you saying I can wear a bikini and have like stuff sticking? I don't want to say no what kind of thing, you know? I can have like. I can do whatever I want on here and get away with it.
On an equal playing field. You know what? Just to visualize this, let's play a little game. I'm going to give you 3 choices, and you tell me which one out of the 3 got a permanent ban on Twitch.
Guys, type 1 if I should just put on a bikini, right? I'm just kidding. I don't have a bikini. It's probably in a box. It's you? Shut up. No, I don't count. I'm not making money from this. I don't count. I'm doing this for fun, for the love of the game. I'm like a volunteer cop that's not getting paid. I just like it for the love of the game. The spicy cav method. Let me put a thing on top that says, guys, I'll get my nails done for $20,000. $20,000. I'll get my nails done. I'll pull a finster. Oh, please, no. I don't want to get my nails done. No. And that just becomes grooming at that point.
A, nudity. B, getting fucked on stream. C, endorsing terror.
Wait, what?
Let's play a little game. I'm gonna give you 3 choices, and you tell me which one out of the 3 got a permanent ban on Twitch. A, nudity. B, getting fucked on stream. C, endorsing terrorism. The answer...
The funny thing is, San is still streaming. I think the girl that getting fucked on stream
is none of them.
What? She got suspended. I think that was a 30-day ban. Oh my god. We're gonna do all 3 of them. All 3 at the same time.
Thanks to the lovely moderators they have on Twitch. And dude, some of these streamers are repeat offenders, yet there are no fucking consequences. But hey, don't say the word simp. That's a no-no there, buddy. C.
Military is a job?
I'm not here to disparage anyone serving the military. It's one of the most honorable things to do, and I respect their sacrifice to the country wholeheartedly. But being a soldier in the army...
Make sure you tell the person, thank you for your service. They love hearing that.
Let alone during an active war, doesn't seem worth it to me at all. For starters, they don't pay very well. So the way military pay works is you have base pay, which is guaranteed, and I'm gonna be honest, base pay is kind of shit, and stays shit for a very long time.
24K,
based
2
on your rank and years of service. Not to be selfish, but if I end up having to put my life on the line, I'm not doing it for minimum wage, bro. But in addition to that, there are a bunch of other non-guaranteed add-ons to the paycheck depending on your circumstance. Like, say if wherever they have you stationed doesn't have you living in the military trenches, you'll be provided with additional money to pay for your rent and food, which I think is really nice. And you also get a fuck ton of benefits as well. I honestly feel like it's the military's PR that pisses me off more than anything, not even the job itself, because they spend so much money on these annoying fucking recruiters to show up everywhere. I've gotten like hundreds of army recruitment texts when I was a student, and I can't tell you how many times they'd pop into my school trying to groom the 1.2 GPA motherfucker into enlisting. They would straight up say shit like, you can get this amount of money or buy this new car.
When I was in school and like the Go Army people come in, they're like, you can get an Xbox camouflage controller if you just sign up right now. If you sign up right now, we'll give you this Xbox controller. Who's gonna sell out for an Xbox controller?
Just the lowest hanging fruit. If you really need to get people in the army, go after the people that make little Dark Age World War II edits on TikTok. Leave me the fuck alone.
Oh my god. That was my Discord. It was sinister. Is it safe to click on this? It says, I will serve crack before I will serve this country. Can we get a bass? Bass? Boom! No, like what is this? No. No.
But yeah, besides that, military is a B. So yeah, that's the list. Obviously, there are a lot more jobs I could talk about than the ones I listed here, but then the video would be too damn long. But on that note, what is your dream job? Leave a comment.
Guys, what is your dream job? Write it down in the comments right now. And don't forget to subscribe to this person. Just me, Hobby. Excellent. Subscribe, a huge like. Let me link the video so I'm not an asshole, even though I reacted to the whole thing and I'm kind of an asshole. But if you liked it, just like it. You don't have to watch it again. Just like it, and it's awesome. What is... Bro remembered his YouTube password. Casino janitor. Top tier job. Because you gotta watch... You gotta people watch. I swear to God, bro. WVid. Huge. Huge. Nano's husband does would be a great job. Huh? My job is Nano's chair. Huh? You can be my chair. You can do that. That's okay. Building custom car is my dream job. That's a cool dream job. That's an actual dream job. Now we're talking. What would be my dream job? What if I don't want a job? Huh? What if I don't want a job? What if my job is to be beautiful? My dream job would go back into hacking. I don't know what you said there. That's bleeped out. I would go back into hacking. Jokes aside, I mostly want to be an animated director. That's sick. That's so cool. My job existing in others' presence Therapist? Pretty cool. Yeah. You could be a cat girl for your job. What is this? What is this? How two of the same things open? Let's listen to background jizz music while I look up what's coming up. Oh yeah, background jizz music. Too slow. Oh yeah. The bed is squeaking. Okay, hold on. Let me load this up. This is what we're talking about next. The Goon Lounge is now open. Please have a seat. Not in the cuck chair, unless in the Goon chair. It is not the same as the cuck chair. The Goon Lounge. Welcome everybody to the Goon Lounge. Gay. So your job is swinging BBC, the British broadcasting channel, yes. What are you looking for in a man, Nano? I wonder if I fit the bill. By the way, you're very cute. Thank you. I did nothing to make myself cuter. I just got my lashes done and started streaming. Gay. I don't know. If I were to pick, I don't know. Because everybody can be chill. What you're looking for? The bar is set low. Human being. Not a dog. Well, dogs are cool, but not in that way. Type 1 if you think dogs are cool. What am I looking for? Like, you don't even have to know how to cook, because I don't know how to cook. I just make the most simplest things. Income, as long as you have a job. You know what? You gotta be 6'6". At least 6 foot tall, make 6 figures, and be a 6 out of 10 or better. 6'6". You haven't shared a crazy dating story in a while? I did go on a date last Friday. Do you guys want to hear about it? Where's my good music? I was on Hinge. Ladies and gentlemen, I was on Hinge. I matched with someone. Oh, you like anime? I love anime. I'm in the area and I'm new and I've never been here. Great, I'll show you around. I will take you to this this place that you have to check out. We go there. It has I'm not gonna say where it is because I don't want to dox myself. There's tons of crying babies everywhere. And then they're like, oh, you can have a seat over there. The waiter comes in like, you can sit over there. The sun is just outdoors. The sun is just, there's no clouds. The wind is like, there's babies crying everywhere. And everybody is like extra large in the way that they walk. They're like touching my chair and everything. You go through the stores, they're like touching you and they're like, sorry. Or some don't even say sorry. They bring their baby thing into it and they're like, sorry. And they're hitting you. They're like, sorry, I'm in the way. I know. Sorry. I was like, okay. The people, the atmosphere, ain't it? It's not cool. Whatever. We're just there to have a good time, you know? We're just there to have a good time. I don't want to say too much about the person, but I'll say it was okay. It was okay, you know? It was okay. Pregnant bar with Nano bumping into all the males. No, they were the ones bumping in because they're like big with like baby strollers and everything. I was like, I'm childless. I'm behaving childish behavior. Childless behavior. Not chill. Not the best date spot. Not the worst date I've ever been on though. Did you get a second date? No. My ideal date. Nothing complicated. My ideal date begins with, hey, do you want to get coffee? Yeah, I love coffee. I don't really like coffee, but I'm just going to say that. Yes, let's go on a coffee date. I show up in my Lamborghini, They show up in the Maserati in a world full of Kias. And here we are, right here. All we're doing is having coffee for like 20 minutes. We're just here. How was your day? Mine was good. Oh yeah, what do you like doing? Oh, I like doing this. Boom. Date is over, and then you can be like, hey, you want to go for a second one? Sure. Simple. Can't mess that up. Nana knows within 10 seconds if you're getting lucky. That's not even true. The bill comes, they look at me, they're like, are you gonna suck it? And I'm like, we're splitting the bill. We're splitting the bill. You ain't paying. That was crazy, dude. That's all it takes. Yeah. It doesn't have to be complicated. Does not have to be complicated. He ain't paying for the suck. Damn, he lucky? No! He's the one saying the bill comes, the guy's gonna pay for the bill. He looks at me, he's like, are you gonna suck it? I say no, then you're like, we're gonna split the bill. And the zuck is valuable. We're trying to 69 the bill to make it fair. Would you take a guy out for dinner, meaning you're also playing? I think for the second date, I would prefer a second date. If I prefer a second date, yes to the meal. First date, something quick. Because then you don't have to waste your time, I don't have to waste my time. Simple. Legit good advice. And get yourself some DSL. Some dick sucking lips. Going to jail. Guys, we can tell jokes here like that, right? And nothing bad would happen. No one's gonna take it the wrong way, right? I'm gonna take it the wrong way. I poop from there. Right now you don't. Chill. What if you do drums only? Oh yeah. Guys, I wanna hear you clap. Oh yeah, make it clap. With your hands. Yeah. 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 Clap with your feet. Interesting. Ooh. Yeah, shake it. These are weird. Stop being weird. Oh, I love this song. I'm coming for you. Wait, what? I'm coming for you? I'm coming for you. Nana, you should 100% have the paid the bill fool and then told him to suck it now. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna make that guy completely pay the bill. No, I'm not an asshole. Can't buy merch anymore for that site? Thank God. I don't know how to get rid of it. I'm so glad it doesn't work. Maybe the song Coming Closer. I cannot link it because it is copyright-free music that I own. I own the song. Coming for you. I mean, coming closer. Stop being weird! Dun dun! I will pay. I can afford the date. It's fine. If it's coffee, I can afford that. If it's food, I can afford that. Coming for you. Coming for you. Inner thoughts are coming out. I'm gonna make you completely banned. How do you like that? Venti Spore. I bet you were excited there for a second until I finished my sentence. Ba-ma-ma-ma. Okay, I just want to say this really fast. I think a lot of the LGBT like themed branded stuff is bad. It makes me really worried because not that many people are LGBTQIA plus, and this kind of freaks me out that the Canada airline like dedicated this whole thing to like LGBT. It's like I just want to be a normal person, you know? I just want to blend in with society and be normal. So I am making an announcement today. I would rather, instead of having LGBT stuff, I don't even know what the 2S minus 2S means a part of this. Instead of having all of this, how about we have an airplane with anime on it? I saw it, and this exists in like lots of different forms. This one is a Pokemon airplane. Would you rather have an LGBT airplane, or would you rather have Pokemon? Think about it. Everybody can get down with this. Are you kidding me? And there's other airplane-themed things. If you're going to Japan, wouldn't it be cool to go like in a Japanese-themed airplane or something? Imagine that instead of like S2, I'm dyslexic, I can't read that. 2S LGBTQIA+. Because I don't think there's that many people, and we should respect them, 100%. But as a trans person, I don't want to be put on blast. I just want to blend in with society and live a normal life. But by putting this on blast, it's kind of making it the subject of every single political discussion, every single problem we have in the world. For some reason, it's like, oh, the trans people are doing this. And it's horrible. Stop putting us on blast. Just give us something simple, like a Pokemon airplane. We know who that's for. We know who Pokemon is for. You don't have to just be like, hey guys, gay. We have this gay airplane. Gay. How about we just do like something cool, you know? Oh, my camera just died. But that's kind of my announcement for that. And then there's a lot of people that post a lot of stupid things like, oh, heterosexual marriage doesn't work on a bike because those are two different things, but homosexual works. And this is in reply to like the seatbelt being like, this seatbelt doesn't matter what your sexuality is. And it's like two wieners touching each other to represent like a seatbelt, but it's like, that seatbelt doesn't work that way. Putting it this way doesn't work either. Like the branding on this is stupid and people are trying to be like, funny how only one of them works. But then somebody shows an example of like a bike with two of the same wheels being like, that's the only way a bike works, if there's two of the same in it. There's all of this stupid criticism, and my camera is dead, but I just want to be not on blast anymore. Most people just want to blend into society, live a normal life, and have like a Pokemon airplane and not like a gay airplane. How do I fix my camera? How do I put this back on? Camera. The void is speaking. What's the void saying? What? There've been over 20 of the Nippon Airlines. Yes. All sentient void. Yeah, I fixed the camera. Thank you. That's my hot take. It's not looking good for LGBT people right now. And I think it'll swing back the other way. There's like a pendulum. What's the clock thing called? Pendulum. Not like the... Ooh, like the pendulum is swinging. And right now it's going all the way to the right. It's going to hit a point. Pendulum. And then it's going to swing back to the other way. You know what I mean? So right now, if you're a trans person... just lay loose, you know? Lay loose. Get like a sleeper build going on so when things go back to normal, you're like, I've been waiting for this day and it finally happened. Boom! Boom! Pendulum. 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 You guys are all saying different things. I don't want to hear it. Best gay plane is just adding Kingdom Hearts on a plane. Sure. Speaking of political stuff, this is mildly Interesting.
JD Vance.
JD Vance. This is Death Note. What? We're going to listen to conspiracy theories in anime, okay? In anime form.
Visited Modi in India, and hours later, a major terrorist attack. JD Vance visited Modi in India.
Dude! JD Vance camera dies. Did I put the same battery in there twice? Hold on. I only have one battery left. When this battery dies, I can no longer stream. I'm gonna go charge this. Hold on. I don't want you guys to see my booty hole. Let me stand up. That's the sound of my butt cheeks. I'm walking back. Oh shit! Why did the camera turn on? That thing, I put the battery in, but I didn't close it. I'm not embarrassed. How? Dude, it was turned off and it turns back on? Okay, let's just see what this is.
India, and hours later, a major terrorist attack kills 26 people. He then has a 60-second convo with the Pope, and hours later, the Pope dies of a massive stroke. Jesus, is there another Death Note in the human world, Ryuk?
Bro, how the fuck would I know?
If only we could make him go to France next.
I mean,
Yeah, so anyways, I can't believe that you picked Trump over Kamala last video. Bet you feel pretty stupid with these tariffs.
Oh, so you're suddenly for free trade now?
What?
Okay, what about Trump releasing 2028's merch?
Dude, that's crazy.
I haven't even.
You can't do that. Okay, that's crossing the line. You cannot. You can only do 2 terms, right? After this, Trump cannot be back. And then he's like, hey guys, what if I came back a 3rd time? What if I broke the rules?
In my 2020 merch yet.
What?
Trump pardoning all of his followers?
Biden did the same thing with his family and
That's
friends.
different.
Yeah? So what, you're fine with injustice as long as you get even?
That's the whole
No.
reason Trump won.
The last 5, 10, no. Ever since that damn monkey died in 2015, the world has been going to shit.
Do you not remember people getting fired for offending ham galaxies?
Jesus, 2015 was 10 years ago?
Yeah, I know, right?
Fuck, I'm getting old.
So you're picking the culture war over society?
I mean, if culture really is a distraction like you say it is, why don't you just drop it?
Well,
I'll give you an answer. Because it
Yeah,
goes
leftist.
both ways. Even if it's a distraction, you don't want to lose either.
Because I'm on the right side.
You let it get this far. So everything he does in the next 4 years is on people like you, not me. And now, I just want to see you burn.
checkmate.
Two-party system be like,
I mean, look at this. Pretending to be about equality, but using your race and gender as a buff?
Yeah, that is weird. And people are calling that out now, because now it's really bullshit to be like, I'm an indigenous person, so I can do whatever I want.
can you imagine if I get that? Bro, I'm a man. Also, I'm white.
Wait, am I white?
Nah, you're Asian. I'm pretty sure I'm canonically British, though.
So why aren't you doing a British accent?
Why don't you do a Asian accent?
Jeez.
But yeah, that TikTok was pretty cringe.
What? Oh, you can't just change the topic after
Even
you...
I didn't like that clip.
Yeah, that shit was hated by everyone. And that's politics right now. Can you imagine what shit's gonna be like in 10 years?
Didn't, like, India just fire missiles at Pakistan? And don't both of those countries hate each other and have nukes?
It's time for India versus Pakistan.
Guys, there's a cat in my room. Pen. Can I pick you up? Cat. How long were you in here, Pen? Go. Did you guys hear her meow? Saltiest look ever. Dude, she was in here this whole time.
Proteus won us just gifted 5 subs.
Proteus! Thank you for the 5 subs. 5 big booms.
Gay.
Thanks, Proteus. That you were allergic? I thought I was allergic too. You guys are gonna call me fucking... Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this live stream. I am out of here. Thank you guys so much. I'm just kidding. No, it's not a fucking lie. When I went to my sister's house, she has 3 cats. I was allergic to all of them, and then I was dying. When I was babysitting this cat in high school, I was dying. Those were my only cat pussy experience. This cat shows up, I'm fine. I go to Petco, PetSmart, they're doing adoptions. I go say hi to the cats, I start dying. For some reason, this cat does not hurt me. Explain that, science. Explain that, liberals. That's right, you can't. How does that work? I don't know, and I'm not even lying about that. Everybody that I've dated, if they have a cat, I cannot go out with them. And that's an instant deal breaker. You thought being a deal breaker, like being an asshole or something weird like that, would be a deal breaker? No. Having a cat is a deal breaker. Because then I can't go over for like any reason because I'm allergic. If I hug you with this cat hair, I start dying. It's not chill. What are we watching?
All right, so next we got
Oh, you can't just show that and then move on.
Trump getting fooled by Photoshop.
He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattoo.
Oh, he had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
Yeah, that was Photoshopped. So let me
That was Photoshop.
I want to turn.
That's everybody ever. If you watch an Asmongold stream or Tectone or whoever else that's doing like commentary stuff, all their research is from Twitter, and they'll be like, I hate all these feelings and emotions. Everything they're doing is based off of feeling and emotions. They do zero research on anything. Never mind.
Ukraine.
No,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No.
There's just so much lies and misinformation that everybody just believes because no one wants to dig any deeper or find out what the truth is. They're just like, oh, they said this, so I'm going to say it too, but I'm going to use the word allegedly, but I'm going to believe it.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, the font is fucking Calibri. Come on. If this was Biden,
Yeah, that's a yikes. Next point?
thoughts on Trump rebranding May 1st as Loyalty Day?
Do I get a day off? That's all I care about. Based.
No, it's an empty gesture.
Then I don't care.
RFK wanting to launch an autism registry?
Fuck. Shit.
What's wrong, Light?
These guys are screwed. Man.
And also questionable why you would want to do that? I was not prepared for RFK to be...
RFK did. I can't believe this YouTube video is somehow is how some people interpret events. Like the video, yeah, it's for real now. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get way worse. The autism registry is going to screw me over. What does the autism registry do? Are you in a list with other autism people, and then like there's a government list with your name on it because you're autist? They know. I don't want to be mean, but I think they know if you have it or not, even if you're on the list. You know, never mind.
Be the one to dox me, to be honest.
You know what I mean.
What a timeline.
All right, next.
Trump tweeting a picture of himself as the Pope after the last one just died.
Okay, that's pretty wild. What?
And that
What,
with Trump and his
dude?
ego in the Middle East, it's so obvious they're sucking up to him.
Hell no, finally the title of president gets treated with the respect that it deserves. If there was a red
There was
carpet...
an example of being on the TISM. People have described it like people that are in the TISM feel like they're not a part of this club, because all humans are in this club and we can pick up on like signs and things, and some people that are on the TISM don't pick up on the signs and stuff, so it feels like everybody's in a secret club except for them. And then it works both ways where they can see like, oh, are you part of the tribe? You know what I mean? It's like really weird and interesting. I gotta stop using the word weird.
Golden swords, horses.
Wait, are those Cybertrucks?
Wow, those look incredibly ugly. Holy shit.
Jesus, I mean, red's my signature color, and even I think that looks like
Your signature color?
Yeah, you know, when you're in detective mode and stuff, you turn blue, I turn red, and the piano fades in with the da-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Light, what the f*** are you talking about? What?
I'm not schizo. I know you hear it too. It looks like Theo Vaughn was in Qatar too.
They say there's no crime here, and I'm like, yeah, well, of course there isn't, right? There's no crime, right? You can't even tell who did it. They're like, who did the crime? Was his name Muhammad? You're like, yeah.
What a legend.
Oh, here's a fun one.
What?
The Preventing Elected Leaders from Owning Securities and Investments Act, which basically stops insider trading.
Yeah, it's never gonna pass. It should, though.
That seems interesting. Insider trading prevention for the people that are out there. That seems fair. Like, let's make sure that no one gets an upper hand. I think AOC is like the lowest paid person because like she doesn't do any like trading and she gets paid like a normal salary compared to everybody else that pays themselves like millions of dollars plus having insider trading.
Oh, I agree, but that's not my point. Read the first letter of each word for me, please.
Oh, no way. The Pelosi Act?
Yeah, I know, right?
Heck, dude, I couldn't even think of this if I tried. 1,000 monkey-constructed typewriters for 1,000,000 years wouldn't think of this shit.
Kanye's art degree being taken away?
I mean, he's acting like a psycho. It kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes, but the last time someone with his tendencies got their art degree taken
Hitler!
away... Yeah.
Honestly, with the way this timeline's going, I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
Another one is that Bernie stopped giving a fuck.
How exactly?
And then you get to what we call identity politics. Yeah. You're black, you're wonderful, you're tremendous.
That's true. The identity politics is cool. Like, leave your identity out of it. Like, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You don't gotta mention it, you know? You don't gotta use that and bring it. You don't gotta bring your race. Don't make it about that. Just make it about the thing at hand.
You're gay, you're the greatest human being on earth.
Yeah.
And rather than say, what do you stand for?
Exactly. Oh, this might hit close to home. Trump just froze all international student visas and is now monitoring social media.
What the hell? That's literally against the First Amendment.
Are you kidding me? Your favorite phrase the last 10 years has been freedom of choice, not freedom of consequence, you fucking retard.
But this is fascist.
So is banning everyone who disagreed with you, dumb fuck.
You built a guillotine and now you're shocked if your neck in Rhine?
Bars. Kinda sounds like you're defending this.
Strap up paranoia. You guys want to see the gun that I'm gonna buy? Nah, I shouldn't do that. Never mind. Ignore that I even said that. Caltech. That's all I can say. But not for anything bad.
You know, in my last video, I kinda...
Have you guys been keeping up with the Twitch drama with Asmongold, Hassan, Ethan Klein? There's other people involved. There's Frogan, even though she gets like no attention except for just negative attention, it gets put on blast. Denims. I've been keeping track of all that drama since day one. iDubbbz. I don't know who else is involved. Hassan's still looking good. Yeah. Have you heard? What's the thing where it's like, if someone looks good, it's like pretty privilege, then they can't do anything wrong, like the halo effect. Halo effect. Cognitive bias, where positive judgment about one aspect of a person, thing, or idea leads to a positive perception. I think the halo effects happens if you look pretty, like Hassan. Asben is a freak. Asben is a freak. All the Twitch streamers that are on top are mega freaks. But right now, Hassan's the freakiest of them all. Definitely top one out of all of them. Absolutely. You just follow VTubers? Oh. I've wanted to get into VTubers, but then I see the thing, the puppet. I'm like, I want to see who's controlling the puppet. I want to see how they're doing it. And I can't watch it because I'm just like, nah, I shouldn't think about that. What is it? Nah, I shouldn't think of that. That Cottontail is the only one that I'm like, she's shown part of herself. I'm interested now. She's human. It just feels weird when I don't know what they look like and I'm watching them. If they're doing like a VTuber, but if they're just doing a voiceover, I don't care. But if they're a VTuber, it's too distracting for me to be like, does that make sense? They detained him at the border. He got out. And apparently the detainment that Hassan received was just a simple questionnaire. Because he got like this new like passport like thing. So it's easier to travel internationally. But the first time you use this pass, they got to interview you. And he was like, he was asking me all these questions and everything. It's like, yeah, that's a normal process. And the amount of time spent wasn't even that much. And everything was fair and everything. And then the government comes down to like, yeah, that streamer over there is lying. Oh, it was like, what the heck? Why does Hassan have to lie about that? Why do you gotta make that a big deal? Nothing even happened.
You know, in my last video, I kind of thought I over-exaggerated how much Twitch was actually gonna fail in the next year.
Yeah,
but looking back
sued.
at it now, I don't think I was that wrong. Honestly, I might have underestimated it, because Twitch is getting sued. Twitch and Dan Clancy are getting sued. Like,
KKK Clancy.
now, why am I saying this? Well, recently, y'all obviously have seen how bad Twitch has been. I'm not gonna say Hassan this, Denim's that, Frogan this, because yes, they're bad. But who's enabling their stupidity? Twitch. And
That
end
guy,
of the day,
the
whoever's
owner.
stupid, it comes back to Twitch. And I'm gonna be honest, this all started by Tectone calling someone a fat fuck. And now we're here. Now we're
Tectone called Frogan fat. Tectone gets banned for like a couple of weeks or something. He misses out on like thousands of dollars and everything is shitty. Frogan was making 9/11 jokes unironically and saying that like horrible things against protected groups like veterans, like horrible things that you shouldn't even say, whether you agree or disagree with it. Just don't even say horrible things about it. And then she doesn't get banned and everything just blows up from there because Tectone called somebody fat.
at a class action lawsuit. As you can see here, Yeet tweeted out saying Twitch is involved in a class action lawsuit with a Daniel Blitch leading the charge.
Why?
Basically, he and other alleged Twitch's TOS is so specific and unique that he argues the entire Twitch TOS is invalid with a 9-page document.
Twitch is being sued because the TOS is invalid. The court documents are there. Is that a viable? Do we have any lawyers in the chat?
If these images attached to it, which I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot of big brain words, okay? I'm not gonna read all of this. What I will read is this grok summarization. As it says here, it says Daniel Blitch filed a class action lawsuit against Twitch Interactive on May 1st in San Francisco's Superior Court.
Can I be honest? This VTuber has an annoying ass voice. Yeah, you can be honest. That's fine.
Alleging Twitch's terms of service violate California Civil Code, whatever that thing is,
California.
1670.8. What the fuck does that mean? Shut your fucking mouth! The lawsuit claims the TOS unfairly restricts user speech, such as criticizing the platform, and seeks to declare them invalid while requesting damages for California users since 2020. Twitch may argue its TOS are necessary for community safety and align with industry standards. The case reflects tensions between consumers' rights and platform governance, with potential implications for other platforms like YouTube and Kick Streaming. So pretty much in Fortnite terms, what they're saying is they're being sued for not using their TOS fairly or forcing their TOS fairly. Case and
that is not even Fortnite terms. Fortnite terms would be like, the developers of Fortnite gave their favorite people cheats, and they let them use their cheats while everyone else gets no cheats. If you use cheats, you get banned. But they approved that these people are allowed to use aimbot. That's Fortnite terms. Dev said you can use aimbot, but no one else can.
Point, right? Let me give y'all an example. Tectone calls Frogan a fat bitch and gets banned for 2 weeks.
You shouldn't call people fat. You shouldn't call people out on their appearance, especially if it's something that they can't change, like their skin tone, like race, height, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. But then that if you're big, then you can lose weight. Nah, that doesn't count. Nah, you probably should just do appearance. Not a good look. It's not a good look to make fun of someone's appearance. I don't know what my morality is. Just don't be an asshole. That's my rule. Yeah.
Right? Frogan says
Not
the
explaining
American
OF
soldier
terms.
deserve to get PTSD and doesn't get banned. That is pretty much what they're getting a lawsuit for. Another example. Asmongold says a whole ass race is inferior. Gets a 2-week ban. Hassan supports.
He didn't say a whole race is inferior. I saw his apology video. He said, if your group of people allow killing other people based on like stupid reasons, then that makes you inferior. It was something along those lines.
supports terrorists multiple times live on stream and doesn't get banned. That is what they're getting a lawsuit for. Now, me personally, you could argue if they're gonna win this lawsuit or not. I'm gonna be honest, Twitch is a fucking tyrant. I don't
Twitch is
think they're
Amazon.
losing this lawsuit or
Jeff
if this
Bezos.
lawsuit is gonna go anywhere. But this really proves how bad of a state Twitch is in. It is awful.
Pretty
And
bad.
I said this in the beginning of the video, but there's no saying Hassan, there's no saying Denims, there's no
It's
saying
the owner. It's the owner of the platform fucking everything.
Asmon's fault. There's no saying anyone's fault.
They could
In
just
the
be
end
like,
of the
"Stop
day,
it."
Twitch enables these behaviors. Twitch lets this happen. But it is more of Twitch's fault than Hassan or Denim's. Not discrediting how bad they are, because they're awful fucking people. But in the end of the day, Dan Clancy is the fucking guy that enables this shit, okay? It's all his fault, you know? And it doesn't help that people have realized that multi-streaming is now the meta, right? Multi-streaming is now
Wow, multi-streaming. Shout out to the people on YouTube. Wait, can I link my YouTube screen? If you're on YouTube, I love you. I love you. Over there, my YouTuber people. Thank you, YouTube people. You probably get no ads over there, right? And then on Twitch, you get ads.
meta. As you can see here, Extra Emily is also now going to
I'm
fucking
gonna start watching from YouTube. Yes! I mean, it's over there. We got people there. Thank you, peoples. 69!
Kick. You got Asmongold also multi-streaming to Kick. You got Tectone multi-streaming to Kick. You got Nicholas.
We're also on Kick, by the way. Yeah, look, we're on Kick. I don't know how many people are live on Kick. We just get bots and that one guy. That was interesting. What isn't the view count? Is it 0? Refresh. We got 1! That's me! That's me! I'm watching my stream on Kick. View count infinity.
Right, donut operator, Extra Emily,
Yes!
and way more to come.
Extra Emily.
Way more.
Extra Emily switching over. That's crazy.
Especially when you see
Extra Emily got into some stupid drama. Guys, picture this. You just won millions of dollars and you're doing your dream job. Do you pay your parents back for college? Yes or no? They paid for your college and you didn't even use it. Do you pay them back? Yes or no? With Extra Emily, the drama was like she didn't want to. Everybody's like, what? You're a millionaire now. Why don't you pay your parents back? And then their parents are like, why don't you pay us back? And she's like, I don't want to. No, I'm not going to pay you guys back. And then she got a lot of hate for it. And then it comes up again. Her dad asked her, when are you going to pay us back? And then she finally said, oh, I don't want to talk about this. But it sounded like she was also saying, I am doing it slowly. I am paying you back slowly. That's her drama.
these fucking viewer counts. As you can see, Asmongold is live on Kick.
Those viewer counts are bullshit. Those are probably all view bots. Don't even.
Pushing 14k viewers already. Mind you, this
Not all
was
of
7
them, but
minutes
big
into
chunk.
him streaming. 7 minutes. His average was 30k on Twitch and 30k on fucking Kick. And he peaked on 100,000 concurrent
Maybe a small amount, because a lot of people watch Asmon and his YouTube videos go crazy. I don't think it's that much botted, to be honest. There's some, but not that much.
viewers average combined platforms, which is crazy.
Multi-stream, we have over 100,000 viewers. It's 100, and by the way, like it's like 110. This is the way it is. This is the way it's gonna be. Live, yep, there we go. And yeah, things are going very well, and we're popping off. Everything's going great, and that's how I see it. Right? Things are very, very good.
The thing that's probably gonna bring in most people to Kick is probably shit like this. As you can see here, Tectone reveals his first Kick stream, paying him over $350 an hour. And this only shows his subscriber revenue from 95 to 5 split. Look at this.
What the fuck?
$350 an
I've
hour.
been streaming on Kick for 3.5 hours on my first stream, and I've already made $1,000 fucking dollars.
What? No, that's bullshit. Streamers should be taxed way more. Streamers and churches should be taxed more. That's bullshit.
In 3 hours. What the fuck? This is the greatest site to stream on that I have ever seen.
I hear that and I just get like, I'm just gonna curl up in a ball and just give up. That's not fair for
Holy
anybody.
Fuck, that is so much money.
Tax the churches and tax text tone. Text tone. Tax tone.
What the fuck?
Text tone.
Like, that is insane. That means in one stream, I just made 10 times. I just made 10 times what I would have made off of Twitch. Bro, what the fuck? I mean, okay, I'll do a full revenue breakdown. I'll do a full revenue breakdown of how much I made once.
I don't even think that's true. I think Tenton still gets his gamer supplement thing. You see it in bottles.
Everything finishes processing in about 3 days. But it looks like
Kick only gives established. No, Kick had a program. If you had some viewer, based on your number, they would pay you for that number, I think. There's like a whole program for smaller people like me where I can actually start making money, but I need to stream there exclusively. But if I multi-stream, then it gets halved. If I stream again, then it gets half of the half. Does that make sense? Grant Tanya, we were just talking about you. You showed up at my Instagram thing. I saw you at night. I didn't see you at TwitchCon, but I saw the picture at TwitchCon. You look so cute. You always dress so fucking well. I need to stop screaming. Kick is operated by a casino. Nearly all sponsors won't touch gambling. Unless it's a gambling sponsor. Unless it's a gamer shop. Unless it's a video game sponsor. There's all these, you know?
Kick, you make about 8 times more
Unless
than what
you're Ridge Wallet, Manscaped, Hello Fresh, Factor Meal, BetterHelp, the earphone company, the earbud thing. Well, people are gonna advertise.
you make on Twitch with less viewers. Like, that is fucking nuts.
Yeah, Raycon.
That is $1,000. $1,000 for 3 hours of streaming. You get $100 on Twitch for 6 hours.
No.
That is 10 times the revenue for less. I'm not gonna sit here and act like people are leaving Twitch, even though people like Nicholas like
People aren't leaving Twitch, they're just kind of branching out to other platforms, like putting one leg on like another boat, so now they're like in 2 boats, you know? They got their legs split to be like, I am technically on both boats, until they're not. That's cool. I mean, not cool. Twitch is getting sued. I liked the video. If you guys want to like it, here you go. I thought it was straight to the point, no bullshit. It's kind of just there. You should like it if you watched it. Be nice. Be cool. Let's listen to some ASMR.
Baby?
Yes?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry to bother you.
It's okay.
While you're working on...
I am working.
Whatever it is you're working on.
Yeah.
But,
What's with the collar? It's cool.
Hey, Mom, I want you to meet my new girlfriend.
New girlfriend?
Yeah.
Hey. We're gonna get in trouble if we watch. New girlfriend. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it for now, guys. Thank you for this random stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed this random stream. Just out of nowhere. Just boom! Stream. Maybe I'll do it again. I should be back on Friday. Friday we stream again. Woo! I'm gonna try to make Tuesday at this time a regular thing. So we get 2 streams a week. I'm gonna try my best, but I don't wanna say that in case I don't do it. Because I'm gonna be moving around. And if 2 streams works out perfectly fine, we'll do a 3rd one. If a 3rd one works, then we'll do a 4th one. We'll start gooting live. Fuck it, we do it live. Live. Thanks. She's not gonna do it. Okay, now I'm gonna do it. Fuck you. Forget you. Forget you. No middle finger. Thank you for hanging out. This time I can. I finally have my own place. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. The challenging part is I just have a lot of things going on next week, but Tuesday seems like the easiest day so far. So let's hope that works. 2 streams. Oh, join my Discord, by the way. If you're ever bored, my Discord is popping. The Discord is always being blasted with stuff. What's going on now? Yeah. And if you go to the real talk on my Discord, we have some crazy political discussions, and like everybody's jerking themselves off with a correct opinion over there. Shit is crazy. What is that? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, join the Discord. How do I get to the Discord? I don't know. I just forgot how you join the Discord. I don't know how to... You know what to do. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out. I love you. I'll see you guys on Friday. Mwah. See y'all later. Bye. Bye.